the chair now recognizes Mr. Sherman for 5 minutes.
Thank you. We've been talking about the level of aid that we provide compared to other countries. I think this is a good investment in America's security and in world security. That being said, we should be pushing on our European friends. We are doing more, even on we're doing more than Europe in total. We're doing more as a per capita, as Mr. Wilson pointed out, other than 4 countries. But keep in mind, Bulgaria doesn't have a fleet in the Pacific, in effect, defending Taiwan. Lithuania doesn't have a responsibility to fight ISIS in Syria. And so if Europeans should be spending, I think, more on this. And in general, we understate when we report to the American people and when we tell our European friends how much we're spending on national security by deliberately not including veterans' costs. And the veterans' benefits are part of how we compensate our troops. Under generally accepted accounting principles, that's certainly a cost of our defense. I now want to focus on this idea that we should have a certified audit of what defense articles we're providing Ukraine. I watch a lot of World War II movies, and they're pretty similar. There's always somebody for each part of the audience to identify with. There's the New Yorker, there's the Southerner, there's the Italian American, there's the Irish American, and I keep waiting for my people. And then you see D-Day, and the landing craft comes in, and the door opens, and out come the auditors. They've all got green eye shades on. They're carrying their 10 key adding machines from the 1940s. There are my people. Netflix has everything. And so throughout war, of course, certified audits have kept track of every shell and every bullet. But more to the point, it's hard to have a certified audit even of a Defense Department at peace. Mr. Storch, it's the every other part of the federal government has since the certainly since 2023, have satisfied the requirements of an external audit, except the Department of Defense. As of November 2022, the Defense Department had failed its 5th ever audit, unable to account for more than half its assets. After 1,600 auditors combed through the DoD's $3.5 trillion in assets and $3.7 trillion in liabilities, officials found that the department could not account for about 61% of the assets, according to the Pentagon's controller. Is it reasonable for us to think that we can, that the Ukrainian military could pass an audit in war when we can't pass one in peace?
So first of all, thank you, Congressman, for the very compelling portrait of auditors. My folks will appreciate it. With regard to your question, I'm really not in a position to comment on the Ukrainians. What I will say is, on the American side, we are doing robust work to do oversight over the department's finances, and particularly focused on the systems that are being used to account for the assistance to Ukraine.
I want to thank all the Inspector Generals for your work and yield back.
The gentleman yields.